Watch out. If you're sitting down for this, or if you're standing up, you better get ready for this, because it's going to hit the eardrums. Uncle the Broadcast.
You are listening to Uncle of the Broadcast. My name is Aaron. I'm the nephew-in-law. Here with me is the star of the show, Uncle.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're at 100 and... I lost track.
We are at 2:02. Wait a minute. Hold on. 2:11.
2:11 tonight. Yeah, sorry to say.
That's it. 2:11. Yes, our apologies.
Ooh, who's that on the phone? We got somebody on there. Turn it back. Turn it back. We saw somebody. Just a moment. We saw somebody.
I don't mean to confuse you, Uncle.
That was somebody on the thing side. Is that a guest? Let's
go.
Where's that lady at?
I believe that was an advertisement on one of the browser windows I had open.
Darn, I thought it was a lady.
It was a woman. Let me try to pull that back up so we figure out what that was. Okay, it's a YouTube. Okay, so I had a YouTube up. YouTube. I was watching a song, and this is an advertisement for, I will not mention the name of the product, but it's a couple of women on a couch is the image of the paused video ad. And so I'm just bouncing around between browsers here, Uncle. I don't mean to be confusing.
Well, you're bouncing around. I'm looking at the screen.
I know. Well, look, I've got some new... We're here, of course, on Ochelli.com, live every Friday night. We're also live streaming on video. So we've got the live stream video going at Twitch, YouTube, and Periscope. I know they were asking in the Ochelli.com chat room about that. And look, I've got this cool new graphic here that has you watching a television, and now you get to watch on the television the Twitch chat. So we see a couple women on a couch. Okay, they're making jokes about the women on a couch. Yeah. We get it. Real funny.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
Yeah, that's what you saw.
All right, the Chatman. I'm seeing the same thing as you were seeing. I was just talking about that.
Mom, do you ever get that not so fresh feeling? Well, dear, no, I don't. But since you do, we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, so we're here again, live every Friday night on Ochelli.com. And guess what? Since we're live, we can take phone calls. We do take phone calls.
Come on, you can have to listen to somebody on this line. If somebody is on this line, speak now.
Call.
Hello. Anybody there?
Call up 319-527-5016. You can also come on via Skype. Charles.Ochelli. You send him a message, and he'll bring you on.
Stuff.
So 319-527-5016. And look at this chat room activity over on Twitch. They love us over there. Let's see here. What are... Uncle, what's another word for hot dog? It rhymes with cleaner. Creative Accidents is asking.
Hot dogs.
Another word for a hot dog that rhymes with the word cleaner.
Sausage. Sausage dog.
Well, exactly. And that's the point.
No.
Well,
we got sausage dog out of the way.
We do. Sausage dog is past. We can move on to bigger, brighter things on the show here. We got a lot going on, Uncle. We got a lot of things.
What has been happening in your first hour?
In the first hour, we had a lot happening. I was talking about that GameStop stock story. Have you heard about the GameStop story, Uncle? Have you heard this?
No.
It's like a Wall Street investing story, is what it is. So, we don't really have to talk about that. We'll talk about other things on this hour. And lots of news to bring up. The stream continues.
I got the Trump on my phone, but I cannot seem to get it on my phone for some reason. I don't know why, but something they're saying I need to account for, and I can't do it with an account. But I was just going to see if we could pull it over to here, on my account on this thing, put it on it. Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Uncle wants to have a Twitch app on his phone so that he can be twitching on his phone. And in order to do that, you need to have an account, which you don't have an account. You need to set up an account. That's what you're talking about doing.
Right.
We have not done that.
I mean, yeah, you've been putting these things on my phone, and I was thinking, well, I mean, about putting them.
The app is on there, but you're unable to use it because you don't have an account set up there. So maybe we'll set up an account, and then you can start watching all the bizarre live streams that are there. There's some...
Well, because those are what I've been watching. Like tonight, for example, I could see these things. Then when you were able to do that, I could put on, since we're not like all the time, you know.
Yeah, no, I hear you. No,
but I just want to ask that question.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we'll get that set up. And Twitch is weird. There's some like really ridiculous stuff on there, and there's some stuff that I don't understand how people can watch.
I don't know. You're getting to watch it, and I don't know yet what's actually what people are talking about on it. But I know I have it, but I know, like you
well,
said,
there's good stuff on there too. There's like really ridiculous stuff that I don't understand, but there's also really good stuff on there too. If you troll around on there, and you can find some interesting things. Like there's some actually really funny things on there too. There's things that I would describe as being like the new version of cable access. Oh. It's a new version of cable access television. Is what it seems like to me. People making these weird live shows. I don't know. It's cool. So we're here doing it too. And of course, as always, on Ocelli.com. So we're all over the place, Uncle.
I know. That's why I want to see myself.
It's exciting.
But I haven't seen myself lately.
You're everywhere. Look in the background.
No, I mean, yes, but I'm talking about on phones and contact on these things. But I see them on these things.
Yes.
But you know what I mean. But,
well.
So, who's listening there, Chuck? Well, we're having the conversation.
All right, I'll get the stats for you ready in a sec. I didn't have them up yet because I thought you'd ask later. So,
these guys.
Okay, yeah, so Chuck is going to check and see where our listeners happen to be live, coming in through the facilities of Ocelli.com, listening there. It's always interesting to see different parts of the world that are listening to the...
that's what I like to hear because, that would know what we're contacted with and say how many people are actually really listening to my show.
Fair enough. Normal stats, I think you have a bunch of people that jumped over to Twitch and are not listening on Ocelli.com right now because you're a little low on your numbers here, Uncle.
I thought I was.
Yeah, there is definitely... Now, here's an unusual one, Success Australia. I've never seen that before. That's new. The Ukraine, Canada, UK, France, blah, blah, blah. One each in those places and many different spots in the U.S., but a little low. I think some of our people are over on Twitch.
Oh, so they like that Twitch. I told you there's something with Twitch. Get it here.
It wiggles around so much.
I don't know.
It wiggles and it twitches, so it does exactly as advertised what it's supposed to do. It twitches a lot, and so that's activity. People like activity. And, of course, there's a lot of activity on Ocelli.com. But there's just the only added thing on Twitch is there's a video, too. So video's fun. And we're having fun with the video. And so I like being all over the place, Uncle.
I can tell you, I can understand why. Because, man, just put on that and you're not looking.
And with lively action in Ocelli.com chat. As long as this is not a cheese dog, they're talking about your sausage dog. So everybody was excited about the sausage dog there. Let's see here. Electric Daz says, it's 4 a.m. here. I go to bed early, wake up, listen to Aaron and you, and back to bed after that.
Your father?
That's somebody in the UK. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said your father. Mm-mm.
Well, he listens to the show. I don't think he ever listens live, though. I think he just
Let
listens
him get on the live show for him once and see what he thinks about it.
Well, yeah,
you can talk to him when you talk to him again.
I'll ask him how often he does.
Because he might get more activity in it.
Uncle, we have exciting news to tell the people, don't we?
Yeah.
Why don't we relay the message to them? What's going on?
About this movie that we were waiting for?
Well, I was actually going to talk about the products we're working on.
Oh, project. Yeah. We have a project we're working on. And something for you, Chuck. With the cards, we're going to send out shirts with me on it.
We are working
They're working on
T-shirts.
T-shirts, but they're going to be tie-dyed.
Yes, we're working on Uncle the Podcast
So
T-shirts.
we're going to send that out with the cards when everything gets together and sets and starts working on it.
Yeah.
So everything will go out. And I promise you, Chuck, they'll go out this time.
All right. Well, I'll take your word for it because I've been waiting on Sidekick now for a while to send me some cards. So,
But
Uncle
we're
said
waiting
it.
on that
I'll
for
trust
the cards. So me and him will get maybe one each, and then we'll send the rest out to you all.
There you go.
So we'll see how it goes. You can wear them, do whatever you want. It would replace the cards even if somebody was reading it. They read the shirt. Oh, there's a podcast. Let's listen to these guys. They'll get listen to him. What is he talking about? And you know how it would go.
Yeah.
Right, Joe.
So we are making silkscreen T-shirts. It's going to be a T-shirt with the Uncle the Podcast logo on it, and we are going to take those shirts and tie-dye them by hand. So they're going to be tie-dyed Uncle the Podcast T-shirts, which will be available for purchase at UncleThePodcast.com.
Yeah, they'll be purchased.
Of course, yeah, we can bundle it with some Uncle the Street Team stuff as well, so you get like a bunch of cards, and I've got some other extras that I think I'm going to throw in for anybody who buys a shirt when we offer them. So we're working on it now. Look for it to be up soon. It's exciting. We're having fun.
Yeah, that's what I heard actually today.
Mm-hmm.
What I heard.
Yeah, my buddy Nick
is doing it.
printing the shirts for us. Nick, I'm gonna give shout outs to Nick here. He actually recently gave me a book that he made himself. Let me pull that up so people can see it. It's this book called Death of a City. He made this, and he had it up on his Instagram account. I think he may be out of them, though. He did a very limited run of these. You can find him, he's at Chromosome 3 on Instagram, which is KROMOSOME 3. Chromosome 3. He also runs a profile on there called Cemetery Gates, which is like this, does like a DJ music night here in Riverside. He's an interesting guy. We got him printing up the shirts. Shout out to his thing. And he's doing this thing called Future End, too. So called Future End. Here's some stickers that came with his very cool, it's like a, I don't even know what you call it. It's like an artistic, it's not a photo book, but here, let me hold it up so that people, cool, huh? So I'm just briefly holding it up so you can see on the video. Death of a City. I don't know if he has any of those left, but do follow him on Instagram. He's helping us out with the shirts. And it's exciting. That's all. Uncle, what rhymes with hot dog? Or
sausage dog, I said.
What rhymes with
got
hot
kicked
dog?
with that.
In the previous hour...
Frankfurters?
Frankfurters.
Frankfurters.
They were laughing in the previous hour because I was mentioning this guy's name who is Norbert Wiener, and of course they were saying I said Wiener, and then we were joking like Beavis and Butthead were in the chat talking about Wiener.
Oh, them
and it got to be like that.
Yeah. Then they posted various Wiener mobiles and weenie dogs in the chat room. It went on for a little bit. I even posted a picture of my weenie dog. which is a chewini, which makes her a Mexican hot dog. Yes.
They're going crazy in that chat room, I'm telling you. I mean, there's more exciting stuff in the chat room than us talking. I could get in a conversation with them.
A lot of action in that O'Chilly.com chat room. You ought to join it.
Creative Accidents wants to know how much for the Uncle T-shirt.
Determining that price. I've got two prices I think I'm going to go with. I'm not going to say what that is yet.
They're thinking of the prices.
But we'll let you know, because I want to be sure on that. I've got two that I'm thinking of going with. I have to deliberate and come back on that. But I will say it's going to be a quality shirt. We're printing them on, American Apparel T-shirts. We're going to be doing the hand silk screening, so I'm not going to charge like a ludicrous amount, but probably more than just it's going to be more than a T-shirt at the thrift store. Let's say that.
Yeah, well, here's the problem, right? Which is why I haven't done T-shirts. I mean, I've made a few, but I haven't done them for mass sale, is because it's impossible right now to keep track of the printing costs. I mean, even the guy who does my bumper stickers turned around and told me he's going to double the price. And I'm like, well, you know what? Then I guess we're not getting any more bumper stickers. The only thing I found affordable to print were those hats that we did a while ago. Outside of that, everything's been a mess. And then you got to deal with shipping, which, by the way, good luck with it even getting there, because the post office is still screwed up, right? I mean, so you got to keep track of shipping, and therefore you're going to have, here's your U.S. price, here's your international price. So, just to ship them is going to be a pain, even if you have them in hand. And then there's the size problem. Like for me, quite honestly, Aaron, I need a 2XL because I got a long torso. Not necessarily because I'm super fat, but I have a longer torso disproportionately than my legs. Oh. So I need a 2XL on T-shirts anymore.
Got it.
So that you would know his size.
Yeah. Recently, I had the guy on from from Ghost Season, the band, and he wanted to send me a T-shirt, and I said, well, when you get a 2XL, I'll take it, but you don't have one in your availability. And he's like, I'll look into it. But here we are, right? And that guy's from Greece trying to figure out how to ship me a shirt at 2XL, which he doesn't make for everyone. And I'm like, hey, and I'll be grateful when I get it. But also people have mailed things, I know one of our listeners right now mailed me something from the Ukraine. I still haven't seen it. And that was, I think a month ago. It's I don't know what's going on with the Postal Service. So here's the other thing. You're rolling the dice when you buy the shirt. I'm not trying to undercut your sales here, but that's going to be another consideration, is your shipping and the difficulty with getting it there.
I know it.
I'm sure
I know all about the shipping.
I'm sure he knows about this.
I used to make a lot of money selling old T-shirts on eBay. And shipping used to be great in terms of prices, easy to do it. But over the years, the prices have gone up on shipping. I understand that. There's going to be a price for the shirt, and then the price for shipping will be additional. And that's just going to have to be the way it is. I saw somebody asking if we're going to ship internationally. I will, but get ready to pay for the shipping, because there will be a shipping charge.
That's if they're going to want to pay for it.
It'll just reflect the actual shipping charge to ship it internationally, which is getting to be a lot these days.
I know it.
It's unfortunate, but that's how it is. So it'll be an item that we have, and it'll be a donation to the show. It'll be another way you can donate to the show. You buy a shirt, then you have the shirt, and you're supporting the show, and it's a cool thing you can wear. And I saw at the O'Chilly.com chat, Creative Accidents is telling you, Chuck, don't talk Sidekick out of this.
No, I absolutely don't want to talk Sidekick out of the T-shirts. I want an Uncle the podcast T-shirt. I mean, seriously, I know you guys do. I'm not talking him out of it. I'm just telling him to be careful, because when I did the hats, and I said I'll ship them anywhere in the world, and this is your gift for making a donation. You got to understand that's the way the transaction is. A couple of people in the U.S. I got to keep a few dollars, but some people I shipped to overseas, I lost money. Quite frankly, shipping to a couple of different places now. I didn't want to change the price or anything. I stuck to my word, but it was like, wow, man, I just lost, $15 sending this overseas. It cost me, $40 to get it somewhere.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow. And some people did say, you could use UPS or FedEx. And quite frankly, lately they've been competitive. So look into not just USPS. Okay.
Okay.
I'm just trying to give you suggestions so that this doesn't become an albatross on your neck. I mean, I want to make sure people can get Uncle the Broadcast T-shirts. I told you 2 years ago that we should get Uncle the Broadcast T-shirts. The graphic for Uncle is perfect for a T-shirt already. Remember? I mean, that was one of the first things I said to you when we were looking at the graphics and talking about doing the show.
Yeah.
And so I've been waiting for the Uncle the Broadcast or podcast T-shirt now for all this time.
Well, it's coming. It's coming
yeah.
when they get started with it.
Yeah.
There's your answer.
Yeah, I know we're doing XLs, but the 2XL thing you bring up, Chuck, I might have to get a 2XL shirt myself and send it Nick's way so he can print one of those for you so that we have one for you. Because obviously we're sending you a shirt, so I'm going to have to make sure I do that.
You got to do it that way.
And Creative Accidents again, the chat room is saying, do you know who else has a long torso? A wiener dog.
Him?
Nice.
Oh, that's funny.
Him?
That's funny.
Is that him?
Yes, the Dachshund is long, my friend. I'm here to pump you up.
Oh,
Get to the chopper. Sorry.
Oh, him. Oh, yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
I know
So
what you're talking about.
more wiener jokes, Uncle. We can't help ourselves tonight. So lots happening. Lots happening in the world of Uncle the Broadcast. And I was mentioning earlier in the previous hour, Uncle, Chuck and I were talking about how the next 2 weeks, the Ocelli Radio Network is going to be not doing live shows. So the schedule for shows is going to be different than usual.
Because he's not going to be on them because he has to do something.
Correct.
I understood
Correct.
that. I
Yeah.
understood he had to do something. But so he won't be on for the next, what?
Next 2 weeks. Although,
next 2 week shows.
Yeah, just because I'm not producing, though, does not mean that you guys can't do stuff. And I'll put it on the live stream over here, and people will be able to catch new material as Aaron deems it necessary to make it.
Okay.
So that's wide open. As you know, Aaron, always. If you had bonus material that you wanted played, I would definitely add it to the rotation over here. Anything you got. Which reminds me, as we're almost halfway through Uncle's Hour.
yeah,
You gave me a clip.
that's right. Yeah, sure did.
Do we have what's his name on this call? What's his name? I want to get him on this show.
We don't have anybody calling in at the moment, but what Chuck is referring to, Uncle, is just as well. It's exciting because I hit up the computer today. I broke out the old files.
What happened to the
playing
files?
around with the old files.
What happened to the files?
Well, I was playing around with the old audio files, and I decided to edit one up. An old clip I have from Daily Life.
Oh.
You remember these, right?
Oh, yeah. All them. I know all them.
It's been
It was from Orange till now.
Yes.
We started from Orange, the show. So we started from Orange to come all the way up to here.
Yeah, we used to, on the show, quite regularly feature these clips from Daily Life where I have an app on my phone where I can record audio of just whatever's happening. So whatever happens in our house where we all live, Uncle and me and my mother-in-law and my wife and my 2 kids, I'll record and then we edit it. I edit it together and play it on the show. And so we have, for the first time in quite a while, another clip to play in that regard.
Right now?
Yeah, we're going to play it right now on the show.
Let's see what it's at. When this is. I get credit the same with the. I've been on them all, but I go ahead and see what the ones are. I get a kick out of that coffee one, though.
Yeah.
I get a kick out of that one. That one was stupid.
Hey, what are you doing over here?
I'm putting this where it goes. I don't know where it's going.
I don't even know what
What'd she
this.
say?
Why don't you know what this is?
This is a mixture to make fruit fake cookies.
Okay.
This is your mother-in-law's cookie machine.
Okay.
The thing is half the pound, half the size of you. You can't lift 55 pounds.
That's why we got you on the job.
You gotta do some weightlifting.
Looks like that's what you're doing right now. Does it go down here?
No, it goes over here by the fruit, she said.
Oh, okay.
It's over there by the
Here,
Periscope.
just slide it.
Stuff is heavy, man.
It just needs to be slid.
Not moving.
Did you move the fruit?
The fruit goes over there now? Oh, so the fruit goes over there.
The fruit over there?
I guess.
That's the fruit. She wants the fruit over here.
They switch.
Oh,
3 seconds left. Hold on. Live.
okay. There it was. There was the clip. That was.
I forgot what that was you were carrying.
Yeah, can you remember that at all, Uncle? Do you have a memory of that happening?
It might have been that silver machine.
Yes.
That's the only heavy thing I know in this house that's heavy.
Yeah.
That heavy machine with the cake, where they're mixing the cake in.
Yeah, that's it.
That was it.
That's the one, the
Yeah,
baking mixer.
yeah.
So you were tasked with moving it, I think, from one cupboard to another was what you were supposed to be doing there.
It was
And so
it was a cabinet down by below. It was supposed to go down below where it's supposed to be, and have it all cleaned out. But now we got a new one, the orange juice maker. That's your son's orange juice maker. Now I got to put that sort of somewhere.
yes, there's always something
There's
to put away.
so many big machines that we have that it's starting to, get crowded up.
It gets
and
very
I
crowded.
can't seem to figure where to put it.
I know. It's difficult. So you can see the difficulty of putting things away here in the house, and that was the clip. So hope you all enjoyed that. I know that Lucum there was commenting that these clips are great in the chat. So thank you. Glad you.
Luke likes to hear those.
Yeah, I'm glad you
suppose.
enjoy them. They're always fun to add in. So I have a lot of those on just ones that are unedited. So I got to edit them together, and we'll bring them to the show here regularly. So look for them in weeks to come on Uncle the Broadcast. And hey, lest we forget, this is a live show. You can call in. We would like it if you called in. Number is 319-527-5016. Skype, you can message charles.ocelli. So charles.ocelli on Skype, or call 319-527-5016. We want you to join the show.
Where's my baseball player? Why ain't he calling?
Your baseball player.
He knows who he is.
Mike Trout?
No, not Trout. There's a ball player. I'm talking about the one that talks about baseball.
Oh, that talks about baseball. Oh, you're talking about Ed. Yeah,
Yeah,
baseball fan Ed. Yes.
Where's old Eddie at this morning tonight? He's on the call.
Yes. We frequently get mail from Ed.
I hear him.
He calls in a lot. He'll be back. He's a busy guy. I mean, when he calls, he's typically calling from work.
Oh, he's still working at night? Night
Yes.
shifting?
Well, he's working, and sometimes he tries to sneak away and call in while he's at work, and sometimes he can't. I know that much. So the only reason why he's not calling in is because he's busy. He's got his hands full, So
I get, well, hasn't usually, notice we've had less calls. I've noticed that
Yes.
in the past because, of course, they've been busy and they're doing work and they're doing these other things that we haven't had that many callers.
Yeah.
Either on your show, either.
No, yeah,
so
no.
either of our shows had any calls.
Not so many. No.
I've noticed that this year
So
so far.
So far, 2021, not so many calls.
Oh.
If you're ever able to call, we'd love to.
That
we'd
should
love
be
to
you
have
should
you.
say. If you could able to call, that would be better to say. You can call if able to call.
I feel
because-
we are getting a lot of engagement and a lot of excitement on the show generally, though, and the chat
the
feature
chat room
is
is
good.
the only thing that's getting picking up,
Definitely gaining traction.
getting traction.
Yeah.
I mean, but
Yeah, I was going to
other
say the
than
chat
that-
rooms. The chat rooms are busy, and there's multiple chat rooms now,
Right.
and they also have video now. If they're watching video, they may not want to call in and interact because they've got the video to interact with. They're already right there in the studio with you. You know, so
Oh, were I talking in the video? Were I talking?
yeah.
In
Oh,
a
that's
way.
why they are listening then.
They're not
Oh yeah,
listening.
no, there are plenty of people listening on multiple platforms.
Yeah.
And some of them are watching videos, some of them are listening, some of them are typing in chat rooms, so you have more interaction than you used to have actually
Correct.
in those places. Less phone calls directly, but what can you do? I mean, sometimes I had a bunch of phone calls during my show, and then Aaron got none.
Oh, so you're the leader winner tonight.
Oh yeah.
Chuck's
Yeah, I
the
had
winner
let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 callers.
tonight. Oh, 6 calls better than nothing.
No, definitely, but I mean that's
I had nothing so far.
no, I know, but I'm just saying. But I don't also do video and all that stuff, so I don't have as many people on a bunch of different platforms coming through and listening. You know what I mean? So you guys are interactive in a different way now, and it could change at any moment because anybody could call in whenever they want.
Oh yeah. Drop of a hat, Uncle.
If we have talked to something interesting to the listener, they would call in if it's interested to them. This is how they work. I'm starting to realize what these callers do. They realize if it's something that interesting for them to talk about, they'll call. I mean, it's just the way they are. You got to understand the callers, sidekick. I don't know if you even know the callers, how they work. I know how they work, and I know how they operate.
I see that.
I mean, they know what they're doing. Then they want to call, they'll call. But if it's something interesting for them to listen for, or what we've been yapping about here, to know what the heck was he talking about, he'll call. I mean, they will call if they want to know. I mean, that's the way it is.
Build it and they will call.
Build it, yeah, right. So what we got to do is build the things up.
We're doing it.
We
Look
have
at
to figure
Look
out.
at this.
Well, we see this.
Look at this. Look at this thing that
We
This-
have
these
a
pictures we
load of
drew.
Pictures over here, and we got all this other stuff. I got something in my ear.
yeah.
I know this crazy ear thing over here.
That's the
Still
chat
got
room,
a
Uncle.
Brand new speaker.
That's the chat room.
Wrong side.
They're asking for, and this is Ray in Australia is asking for a dollar store beer review. We don't have one tonight.
Oh,
we-
talking about.
We will again in the future for sure. So yeah, none tonight, unfortunately.
I was meant to say that. We're slacking on that, by the way, sidekick.
Oh, the dollar store.
Where
Yeah.
we haven't any in the store. Not ever buy some, just to see if there's any in the store that you want that we haven't.
Well,
tasted.
yeah, I don't get to the dollar store that often. And then when I do, I feel like they usually don't have beer. And if they do, if they even have beer, it's usually not a new one.
Well, I mean, because I know some of them people in the chat room want us to do more of the beer addings. I know that because that was what my topic was before I even started this business. And lately, they noticed we're not been doing it much. Now, I can see where their points are coming to.
Yeah. Yeah. I will be back. I mean, the dollar store beers will be there. Again, it's just a matter of getting to the store, the store having the beers. The last big haul I had was there around Thanksgiving, where I got the Belgian beer.
Yeah, right.
I
That was the last time we
got
had them.
I got a few of one I already had, but then what was the other one? Oh, we got that weird Korean one that tasted like water.
Korean beer.
That Korean beer, yeah, it was.
There's some water that we might want to. I might do another testing on something different. We might be doing the water thing. You know the water you drink,
sparkling water.
sparkling water. I might do some testing on that.
Oh,
I think we get some more of them. If you get some of them, I'll do some testing on them. Since that's what they want to hear, more testing.
they want the reviews.
They want the reviews, so we better put that on our list.
Yeah.
Get some of them.
They're saying we demand dollar store beer reviews, especially now
beer-
that dollar lost half of its value.
Yeah, they did.
Wow.
So we're gonna.
There's
start
also
that. What?
Sorry, there's also a request in the Ocelli chat room for sword talk.
Oh, sword talk. Oh, about the swords.
What
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't been there. I wonder what have they been doing lately in that sword store.
We're not allowed to go anywhere, Uncle.
Well, still can't.
Can't go to a sword shop in this situation. Wouldn't be right.
One of us finally got a shot, by the way. My sister finally got her shot. So
She
won't be
did.
complaining about us getting one. But now she got one, so she's not complaining anymore. Have you noticed that? Sidekick?
Well, yeah, we should make that a daily clip.
Yeah, that should be a deal. There you go. There's another one for you.
Yeah. Look for that in the future.
Yeah, look at that in the future. Right.
Yep. So we got that going for us. We don't have to hear about that as much. That's going to be good.
Yeah.
What else? We got T-shirts. We've got live stream videos. Some of us have vaccines. Boy, there's all sorts of things going on out there in the world, Uncle. It's crazy. The globe is spinning on the graphic right next to us.
My nurse doctor called me on knowing what my sugars are. They've been doing fairly good, but I haven't tested them yet. I had a couple of noodles, few noodles, and bring it up a little though. But other than the noodles, I think the soup would be fine. The chicken soup would be fine, but if it was the noodles, it might put it up a little. But I'm not going to be overflying, though.
No, we don't want to overfly. Yeah, you're talking about dinner, right?
Yeah, dinner.
Had like some noodle soup for dinner.
Soup,
Yeah, oh, that was good. Yeah, so I see them talking in the chat room now about I made a comparison between Twitch and cable access television.
What's this television now?
Lucum agrees with me that it's a good comparison, that Twitch is a bit like cable access TV if you ignore the popular content on Twitch and you instead go to like the weird sort of outlying areas in there and find the real bizarre stuff, which it's out there and it's worth finding if you come across it.
Favorite fella talks about Top Gun. I've heard that we saw this picture. There's new episodes coming out on that coming soon. But when is the question?
Top Gun 2?
Part 2 of Top Gun.
It's an ongoing story here at Uncle the Podcast, as you know.
I got all my songs on it now. I even got the one favorite one of our songs about Top Gun, the Danger Zone.
Oh, Danger
Back
Zone.
on again.
Yeah,
that
Danger
boy,
Zone.
that is a good one.
Kenny Loggins.
Kenny Loggins really can sing that song.
Kenny Loggins, who is the owner and proprietor of my favorite restaurant, Kenny Loggins Roasters.
It is?
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Well,
I don't miss an opportunity to throw an advertisement for them out.
Yeah, don't advertise them for him.
Go to Kenny Loggins Roasters today. You'll get the best broasted chicken you've ever had.
And there's another thing that you must get back together, Kim.
What's that?
Get the bones and let's get some soup.
Yeah, Uncle's mad at me for
I'm
not.
mad at get them soup. That delicious soup he makes. He can't find the bones and we get this problem again. I mean, this kind of day would have been a perfect day for it.
Yeah, rainy day. It's been rainy here. It's been rainy.
It's been raining, and it's going to be more tonight, I think.
Good day to make bone broth. That's what I should have been doing.
That's what I've been saying.
And of course, if you make it right, you take 2 days to make the bone broth.
Well, whatever.
You want that to be on a slow simmer for a couple days straight. Hold on, Uncle.
That's our dog. That's
I got. Just keep talking, Uncle.
That's
I
my
got
girl's
this.
on there when she wants to go for a walk. I know what she wants.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a weenie dog, Uncle.
No, that's the dog. And he pounding, saying, "Stop going in the pool."
What kind of dog is that?
A king shepherd, a king female shepherd.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So big dog.
Yeah, it's a sizable, not as big as Henry, but she's getting there though. But I told her, wait, no, I get off my program. You can going. So that's what it's about. That and so it's been like saying it's been raining, bad wind storms, cold out there too. So
I'm surprised it's cold at all in California.
it is now. So,
Nice. Hey, Uncle, while Aaron's gone, since there's only about 16 minutes left here, wanted to ask you because you're going to wind up watching the Super Bowl, right?
Oh, yeah. That's another question. Next week, Super Bowl week. So we're going to have Super Bowl food, as they call Super Bowl food. So they have snacks and stuff. But
Nice.
we're going to have it's Tampa Bay and the champs.
Yeah, Kansas City Chiefs and
they're the champs.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers, right? So
they're the
going
champs until they've been knocked down. I call them the champs.
Okay, so Kansas City's the champs until they get knocked down, huh?
Correct.
All right, just checking on.
So I think it's gonna be an interesting game. I don't think it's gonna be sort of a blowout though. I mean, lately they haven't had many blowouts in these games lately.
The Super Bowls?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't been a blowout. I'm trying to remember.
Blowout.
Last year was the Kansas City won. Who'd they beat? They beat San Francisco.
San Francisco, right.
I honestly don't remember what the score was or anything, but I do remember Kansas City winning.
I think it was close.
Was it close?
I think it was close. It wasn't a blowout. It was maybe 5 or 3 points. I'm not so sure. But
Yeah.
It was somewhere in that range.
So it's Kansas City and Tampa Bay, and Tampa Bay is Tom Brady, so that's a big story. Tom Brady versus the new guy Mahomes.
It's Tom Brady and the young kid, as they say.
Nice.
So all right, let me ask you, Uncle, what is your prediction? What do you think the score is going to be, and who's going to win?
Well, I have to go, of course, with the champs.
So
that young kid of them can really play.
Mahomie.
Yeah. And that guy, if he can hold on for a couple of scores, let's say 21 points or chip at, I call it 21 points. If they get, let's say, example, 21 points, then they'll chip up. I mean, if from their point go up. I mean, then you know what happened. But depending on the defensive side of Tampa, they got a decent defense in Tampa. So that's why I'm saying it may not be a blowout. It may be closer than people think. 3 or less, I'd say. It will be
3 or less points.
It might even go to a field goal.
You're saying don't bet above the 3 point spread either way, huh?
Right.
And you're going with the Chiefs by 3.
Yeah. I'd take them by 3.
All right, so all you gamblers out there, you got Uncle's lock for the Super Bowl. That's
a lock so everybody can hear it. So whoever knows about football, there's my answer.
Okay,
That's
there you go. Yeah,
answer.
so Kansas City Chiefs. I tend to think that they're going to win too. I don't want the Buccaneers to win, but I don't think they're going to win either. I don't think so.
They're going to be the home team.
Yeah, that's true.
They're the home team,
That's
but
true.
the team away is going to be Kansas City this time.
Tennessee. Wait,
Kansas City.
Oh, Kansas City. Yes.
Kansas City is the away team. It's interesting that Tampa Bay is actually playing in their home stadium in the Super Bowl. I think it's the first time it's ever happened.
Yes, you're right. That's exactly my next point. You hit it. Yeah, the first time that ever happened.
It is historic.
It's very weird that was happening like that, but it happened. That's what it is. I mean, it's just going to be that way. Whoever thought a home team would get this far, even to be in a home team to play in the Super Bowl?
Well, with all the stadium restrictions in various states, I mean, it was just almost a certainty that you'd have a reduction in the amount of places that it could go. It's interesting that it's never actually landed on that. What are we on? Super Bowl 55?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it 57? You know what? I'm confused.
It's 55. It is 55.
It is?
It's Super Bowl 55, yeah. 54 was last year.
54 was last year. I can't keep track of the numbers.
I know about that numbers. I know those numbers.
I have no idea. Okay,
yeah,
so
you're not concentrate on football. That's why.
I know.
I mean, I'm more concentrated on understanding the sports side of it and knowing how many is. Next year, now, it'd be 56. Will be the next one.
I hope so.
Will be the next one. But I forget.
Unless we go to 55 and a half.
It goes to Los Angeles?
Oh, are they doing it in the new stadium here that they built?
May do. No. Next year, I know where it's going next year. It's going to Las Vegas. That'd be the next.
Oh, that new stadium they just built out there. Okay,
Las Vegas. That's where it's going to go next year.
The black one. What do they call that? The Death Star. Yeah, I think that's what they're calling it. Yeah.
It's
a large all-black building. It's kind of sleek
looking.
That's
where they're going there next year.
It's pretty cool, actually. Yeah,
so everything's out of the west side now. We got a lot of them going down to the west side. This year it's east. Next year it's west. I don't know what's going to happen the following though.
No one knows for sure. It's hard to predict these days what's going to happen.
Oh yeah.
Makes it hard if you're in a fantastical football league to predict what is going to happen in the real league.
Well, now that they're thinking having there would be something to see if the Raiders get into it next year. If they pick the right people, who knows?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, but we already had the first thing this year. I don't think it could happen twice the second year.
Oh,
you know what I mean.
How the home team.
The home teams are being home. I mean, that's very weird that happened.
Yeah, well,
this coming year.
Chuck was saying, and this is the first time that it has happened. So, yeah. It's highly unlikely that would happen 2 years in a row.
Right.
But, yeah, you never know. But I don't count on it.
Yeah.
Likely that the Chiefs will win this year is what seems to be the consensus. I feel like they'll win. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Well, they know that. I think it's not. It's also got to do with the coaches. I think the coach they got is the difference.
The coach makes a difference?
I think they do.
Yeah, of course they do. That's why they're getting fired all the time. All these coaches are.
Yeah, I think what's his name knows how to play it to know how to do it. Since he won the first one last year, now they're going for number 2. Now, no one never heard of a team going twice.
No, it happens. The Patriots did it, I'm sure. They must have won 2 years in a row. Didn't the Patriots do that? Tom Brady on the Patriots?
They might have done it, but they never did a good year like the Dolphins at the 72.
Yeah, well, we know that.
Nobody can do that. Even though they tried, yes, they tried, but couldn't get there because people beat them.
Sure. That Dolphins record of the perfect season.
That's another talk about that. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's a tough record to beat. The unbeaten season, the undefeated season.
The way Miami did, the way they did it, was very strange, and it was a short season.
It was
that year.
That will help. Yeah,
that year was a short season. I'm sure that's the reason. That was another reason too.
That helps. Yeah,
it helped a little.
Big time. I would think. Less games.
Yeah, less game. But because of the, I don't know, something to do with that. That was something else. But
Yeah.
If
So
anybody else is interested to listen it up and hear me talk about it, you'll be on this one to listen about that, whoever's interested.
listen, check it out.
And check it out.
Yeah. And yeah, anybody who happens to be listening here on Twitch, I'm thinking about doing a little after party show on Twitch after this. I think I'm going to do that. So stick around if you're over there. Just throwing that out there, Uncle. And yeah, in the next couple weeks, we may be doing an Uncle broadcast through the live stream videos and turning it into a podcast, and then it'll play on repeat on the podcast feeds and at Ochelli.com. So we'll see. Just so show up next Friday, and I think we'll be here. But again, check the Twitter and whatnot. We'll let you know on Twitter.
We'll be. Chuck won't.
Yes.
That's what you meant.
Yes, correct.
All right.
That's it. Yeah. Just plan for the future here. Nothing too fancy. Yeah, exciting. Lots of things happening. Super Bowl is back. It always seems to come back around. The season
February
starts.
7th, it's the Super Bowl day.
Crazy.
So everybody knows.
Crazy to think.
Right. And if all goes well, we will return to live broadcast on February 19th with both the Age of Transitions and Uncle the broadcast. So.
Oh, 19th.
Yeah, so it won't be long. If only 2 weeks off, that's hardly anything. And it's a much needed 2 weeks, I know, for Chuck. So
Yeah, he needs it off. Let him have it off.
we might follow your lead and just taking a break, Chuck, because I don't know. It sounds like it could be a good idea. So we shall see.
I don't know. We might take a break too.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, what have we been doing? They're about the same he was doing. We've been on timing it. When he was on that, we were on it. I mean, down that way.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Well, go by year, I guess.
Indeed, yes. So, I mean, yeah, and of course, check UncleThePodcast.com. Look for those T-shirts. They're in the making. They'll be a couple weeks out for sure before they're available, but just, we're teasing them now, so give you something to be ready for. I'm excited, Uncle. I'm excited to do the tie-dyeing process. That's so
want
fun.
to see myself in a tie-dye shirt. I mean, the shirts itself.
Yeah.
Because me and him are going to get each one. Like I said, each one of us going to have one and help us with the card situation. I just wear it and
Yeah, we'll wear
go
that.
around on my bike or walk around, and they read it and say, "Oh, what's this clown? Oh, look at that one. Look at this in the shirt."
Good conversation
This is
starter.
what- I'll be talking that way instead of carrying a card around.
I like the idea of
I like the idea. I do. I seriously do. I was thought about this back before you even thought about it.
I like the idea of you wearing the shirt of your own picture.
Right.
And walking around and people seeing you wearing a picture of you on it, and
Picture
then
of
you
you.
talking about it.
By me.
And then,
This is what I do. And people
like
will
that.
see that.
You know what else would be awesome as we come down to like the last 3 minutes here is you remember in the old movies and stuff, you'd see a guy with a sandwich board walking around.
Sandwich
like,
board.
yeah, like literally you'd have signs on your front and your back, and
Oh,
you'd just be
yes.
walking
It was,
around with a sign.
Forrest Gump had that. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Well, Forrest Gump might have had it, but I mean, I know you saw it in the old Abbott and Costellos
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Three
yeah.
Stooges and
I
stuff.
know. Yeah.
And there used to be people in the city who would walk around with
Right.
sometimes, a chalkboard on both sides, and they would write like the lunch specials for a place, and the guy would just walk around. Like, wouldn't that be great if Uncle was walking around with like, a whiteboard on one side that, has some stuff written on it, and the other side, it's the Uncle, the podcast, artwork on the other side of the sandwich board?
that could be good. Yeah, I like the idea of it. Yeah, I know we talked about the Three Stooges on here in a previous episode, and how I was just mentioning how it was kind of like your father, Uncle, was a bit in a similar situation where he's always doing different jobs, and how that was like the format of the Three Stooges shorts. They were always doing a different job. That was like part of the bit. That was always kind of like
They're
funny.
the same way as my father was.
Yeah.
I mean, if you say anything about that, that's one thing I've noticed too. That Larry Mo is the top guy.
He sure is.
That guy is the funniest guy I ever heard.
Oh,
They
yeah.
got Curly though. Curly, pulling his hair out. And they got the other one is popping his face, knocking him on the head.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah,
I
but
gotta kick
we're
that,
winding down here. Uncle, do you want to give any shout-outs before
Oh, yes.
we go?
A shout out to our man was going from last week. I want to shout out to the man that did the sound for Chuck. Shout out to him.
Tony Hurst.
Tony, I shout out to you because you did a very excellent job and we got the music back. And the others are the meat factory men, the party people.
Party people, yeah.
I'm going to talk to them for a while. I heard for a bit, and the other fellas.
The other ones, yes.
And no one's in.
There you go. Shout-outs.
Shout out to.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
And Bub My Bob.
Bum Wine Bob. All right. There's some shout-outs.
Shout out
Very
to
good.
y'all.
I'll just reiterate the shout-out earlier that I gave to friend Nick, Chromosome 3 on Instagram. Here's his Future End stickers that I got from him. He's going to be helping us out with the T-shirts. He is right now. What other shout-outs? Shout-out to Ocelli.com.
Oh, yeah.
And Chuck, as always. And
Yeah.
I hope you enjoy your time off. I will
yeah.
say it's much deserved. I'm glad that you're taking it because everybody needs to do that. So
Yeah, once in a while they have to have off. Take off.
absolutely.
I mean, and they
So
do.
and shout out to the listeners that are watching the live streams and hang around on Twitch. I think
And
I'm gonna
shout
be
out to
there in a few
Twitch.
minutes.
And shout out to you, chat room pen. Too.
Shout out to the chat room. Yeah.
Shout out to your chat room.
All right, so that does it for this episode of Uncle the Broadcast, live every Friday night, Ocelli.com. The website is unclethepodcast.com, and then it's at Uncle Podcast on Twitter and Instagram, so do follow those. Uncle, what do you got here at the end?
That's our show. Bye-bye. Boom, boom.
Goodbye.